Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff. And now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. He'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. It's a quick grab. Breaking free at midfield. Now here he goes. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
picked up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that pass is batted away, incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for a man deep down the middle. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now they'll run it on the toss. Powers through. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Well, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to a playmaker and letting him do his thing.
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, tie. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last time they went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a 1st down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points up.
It's caught at the 25, and he's still going. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. The offense now operating in the red zone. He keeps it on a design run. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
That run sets up a critical third down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Ball handed off. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now on the 25. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We reach the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff on a single back formation. Past the marker is still going. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Receivers are bunched together. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Didn't get there. Defense comes up with a third down stop.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on third down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
What a job by this offense picking up the 1st down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And looking for a big play here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. What a snag by the senior.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down now at the 44. A lot can change in one play. Suddenly this offense out near midfield. Jet sweep call. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Really good call here to go with the jet sweep, but you've got to get north and south. Once the defense is out of position, the quicker you can get vertical, the better chance you can find yardage for that 1st down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Now the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Quick throw to his receiver. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Alabama. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the 1st half.
And now they'll set up for the point after. Convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
This defense recognized that this offense wanted to throw the football. They pinned their ears back, got into attack mode, and came up with a nice sack.
their first of the half. That sack sets up a second down and long. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. Dogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking for some space. It's Jackson. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Hey, I like the aggressive approach here, trying to pick up this first down, just not able to execute. And now you've given the opposing offense really good field position. Your defense better step up.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Here's with another touchdown. This first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Quick throw to the left side, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the catch. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. The Bulldogs come to the line in a hurry-up. Here comes the first down pass attempt. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, as you know, this first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something that they can build off when they get back out there after halftime.
BAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? They'll try the right here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Important second down play coming up. Moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in and stretches this defense out wide, it can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Pass is broken up nicely, but wait a second. There's a penalty marker on the field. Well, the lineman a little too far downfield, like a sheep wandering away from the flock, and that's a costly penalty. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. On the move now. Gets rid of it on the move. And is picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. The back's got it. Breaks an open space. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down and goal upcoming. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
So play number 7 on this drive is a third down and goal. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And the field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's looking deep down the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Gets the first and still running. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground. The Dogs come to the line in a hurry out.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage about to snap.
Taking a shot deep down the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change, bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And this pass is caught. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So who's going to pick up the W as we begin the final quarter of play? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The back's got it again. No way to run up the middle.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Looking deep down the left side. It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
With this big a fourth quarter deficit, defense playing smart, very well prepared for these 4 verts. Quarterback's going to have to find a way to deliver accurate passes downfield if they want to come back in this game.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Defense is coming after him. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you get the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Looking for some space. It's Thomas. First down, looking for more now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, tied. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
Georgia offense will take over first and 10.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Quick throw over the middle. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Could take it all the way. Touchdown. Bam. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
The game makes it second and medium. On the run, it's Scott. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Dogs looking to run some tempo here.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the clear. Now here he goes. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Georgia.
You know the most impressive thing to me, Chris? I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team. The character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And the PAT is good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. But they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a